So we just couldn't get out fishing this week, but I thought I'd show you how we like to make baits. We've always loved making our own baits. Everything from tying flies to tying up walleye harnesses to pouring our own jig heads. Anyways, last winter we picked up some molds and some dyes and got set up to pour soft plastics. Let's pour some soft plastics. Okay, so here we go. I've already started heating this one up. This is what it looks like coming out of the jug, almost kind of like milk. This is what happens to it after it gets activated. So we're going to activate this one, and we're going to build our color in this one while this one's warming up. So what I'll do is I'll put these in for about a minute and a half to start, and then I'll slowly heat it up and stir it. As I take it out, I'll stir it, check it, put it back in. Okay, so let's build this color here. Okay, I'm going to start with Junebug, dead on plastic, and I'm going to try to do like a clear type of color here. I'm just run like 2 drops of that. Then I got some blue pearl here, and I'm just going to put like 5 drops of that blue pearl. And over here, we're going to go ahead with some purple flake. And I'm just going to put a dash of that in. This color, I want it to be clear, with just a tin of color in it. Trying to get a good angle here so you can see what's happening. So yeah, that looks pretty good. It kind of turned it a little tin of a blue, and that purple flake just looks great in there. Okay, so this is what it's going to kind of look like. I want it to be clear, and that's what I got. It's like perfect. Okay, so let's get this one ready. Minute and a half's not near enough time to get it activated. You can see it's still pretty milky, and it's going to go back in for another, I think I'm just going to run it for another 30 seconds for now. Okay, so as you can see, it's still pretty much in the gel form. It's starting to activate. It's gotten clear. It's starting to activate. This stuff's really got a great clarity. Right, we're going to keep heating it up. Need to heat that up to 350 degrees before it's activated. But I don't want to heat it up too fast because it can actually scorch it. And we don't want to do that. Okay, so we're going to make up our Junebug color. I'm going to go with this Junebug, dead on plastic Junebug. And I'm going to just start with like 20 drops. There we go. Then I'm going to put a dash of this blue flake in it. And this is hologram flake, and it's string glitter. Okay, now I'm gonna put about that same amount of this green in. And man, isn't that stuff just awesome? It's like a hyper shift. And the neat thing about making your own baits, you can have, you can customize your color however you want. Oh man, that stuff looks so good, so good. Wow. Let's test it out on this. Oh yeah, I think that's thick. I think that's dark enough, and I think the glitter looks just great in there. Okay, so here's the difference between the two colors we made. This is going to be almost a clear, and this is going to be our dark Junebug. So we're going to make a laminate two-tone soft plastic, and this ought to just turn out awesome. We got to warm it back up now, put our molds together, warm it back up, and get ready to shoot. Okay, we got to give these things like 3 to 5 minutes to cool off. Get the top of these sprues off. What will happen is it shrinks. As it cools off, it draws in. So I want to make sure those are topped off all the way. But look at those colors. Isn't that going to be sweet? This one's almost completely clear. There is a tint of purple in it, and a little bit of flake, and then we got the dark side. It's great. Maybe I should have went a little heavier on the flake, but I think it's going to turn out great. Let's open up this blending block and let's see how these two colors look side by side. And yeah, that's pretty sweet. Right there. Okay, let's go ahead and open these. And yeah, they just turned out awesome. Yep, they just turned out awesome. Look at that. Dark on that side. Flip it over. There's the light side. Comes down through the tails. Tails are just beautiful. These are gonna catch fish. Can't wait. Okay. Set these down here. Okay, we're going to set them in this water bath to help cure them. And look at how they look inside there. Isn't that just awesome? Man, they are flaky and sparkling. And so this is the sinking formula, and it sinks right away. And that's kind of what I wanted to try this time, was the sinking formula. This is going to be great. Okay, so now the real treat are these things. We're down at Sand Hollow earlier this spring, and this is what we was using to catch them on. Was we had a few different styles of this bait right here. It's kind of a zipper worm. But look at that thing. They were just loving that bait right there. That color. So it's like a 5-inch worm. What's neat about it is these fins on the sides, they'll kind of hold little water bubbles or air bubbles, and as they go through the water, they'll release those air bubbles, and so it just gives it a little more action. They're super floppy, and if you notice, I'll set these in there and they'll float. After they sit there a while, they'll sink, because that's a sinking formula. But they're floating because the water hasn't gotten through the and see, there it goes. Sinking down. Okay, so let's pour another round of these baits. Okay, here we go. Open these up. Okay, great. They just look great. There's the light side. Pull them out, flip them over. There's the dark side. Flip one over. There's the light side. They're just awesome. Can't wait to try these. And into the there you go. There's our curly tails, and they just turned out awesome. Just flip them over and see the other side. There we go. There's the light side. Just great. Never made this color yet, so I'm very interested. I know it works great for bass, so. Totally excited about these. Water bath. So you want to put them in that water bath for like 15 minutes and then pull them out. So it is about time to start pulling them out of there. Okay, so this isn't the most cost-effective way to get your soft plastics, but it's a hobby for us and we love it. We can totally customize the color how we want to make it. And there's just a ton of different molds out there that you can get, everything from panfish to swim baits, and we've got some of those. So maybe we'll make some more of these videos here and there, and when we can't get out fishing. If you want to get involved in this, there are like some starter kits that'll get you started. Bass Tackle is one place that has them. If you Google it, you'll find a bunch of places that have this stuff. I think we picked our first kit up from Cabela's, and there really wasn't much to it, but it got us started, got us interested, and it sure is fun.